Well, hello, fellow gamers. It's Jay with JXP, and I am talking Season S4, Kingdom Wars. It seems to be a new format that has come out. I just want to give the down and dirty real quick of what I've learned today. And here we go. When you are, let's just come out from the outside real quick. When you're in your events, you go to Reign of Chaos. Inside Reign of Chaos, you're going to have to enter, which is this little icon down here. You enter the map. When you enter the map for the first time, what you're going to want to do is you want to go to your guild. When you click that guild icon, you're going to find the guild you want to join. And typically you're able to join guilds within your sector. And what that means is on this map, you kind of see where you are. It says right here, I've been dropped into the east. The guild that we created was UTV, and all of our alliance members should log into the map and find that guild and join UTV. It would be the same for you and your alliance members, whatever guild has been created by your R5 or the Overseer. The very first thing on the map is, of course, your bookmarks. Make sure you're going to your guild bookmarks. Make sure you're checking out what has been assigned as tasks for the guild. Once that's done, once you know what your tasks are, let's get a bigger picture of the actual map. Okay, so in the east section here, we are between these barriers and these barriers and this barrier. Now inside there you have sectors. You have this sector, this sector, this sector, this sector. You have to tile your way from wherever you are to the sector gate or obstacle structure. Whoever in your guild is closest to those key structures, you want to use them to tile off of. So for instance, I landed on the map right here. Okay, so if I just zoom out a little bit, you can see that I'm right up along the river, and right here is a bridge. Well, this is, being that this Eden has just started, this is the first tactical option that we have. Right, and it's a level 1 checkpoint, requires 2,700 loyalty, and it will open up in 5 hours. So as far as your guild goes, 2,700 is going to be the first loyalty mark that members need to try and get to. All right, from 2,700, the next loyalty mark is 3,600. Now when you're attacking a structure of 2,700 loyalty, you only need a couple members that have 2,700 loyalty and have strong enough legions with high enough demo to lower that number down enough that the rest of the 1,800 loyalty or better members of the guild can participate in attacking and taking that structure. You are on time clocks, so 30 minutes is the optimal time to take a structure. You can take up to an hour before that structure resets in its durability, and that's what you're trying to take down to 0 to occupy the structure. So in the instance of the 3,600 loyalty, you would need about roughly 4 people, maybe 5 people, to bring that down enough for everyone else with 2,700 loyalty to then start participating in the attack. If you have banners, and what banners are is under specialization, using red and going up either right or left of the channel all the way up to these banners, which is the Pioneer banner. That is what reduces the stamina required for you to hit a structure. And if you have an additional spec points to also get the Raider banner, that will increase the amount of demo that is done per hit. So these are 2 instrumental requirements for a guild. Banner holders in my guild are guaranteed core rewards because it is a sacrifice you're making in your specialization to guarantee that the guild has a better chance. So with that being said, the other blue right is very important to get that loyalty up high fast. So if you have the spec points, get as many of these 5 of 5 nodes as you can. If you can get all 4 of them, that's 1,200 more loyalty. Processing is really important in the beginning too. So if you have a chance to maximize out all 4 nodes over here and also do a couple of your processing queues, that's hugely important in the beginning because you want to process as fast as possible. Now, obviously, when you first go into Eden, the very first thing that you want to do is you want to activate your structures. In Eden's S3 and beyond, you don't have actual physical buildings. You just activate them like you would if they were physical, but they're not dropping them on the map. You're not placing them around alliance centers. That might be in a specific ROC where you have alliance center in the missions, but I haven't seen it since S2. So just activate all of your front lines, activate all of your coalitions, activate as many of your guardian and assaults as you can, and you're in business. So with that being said, down and dirty, the biggest difference is the merits. So when you are now going into Eden, you have faction missions. Faction missions have these 4 different crests. Each one of these crests, the object is, for me, when we first start, is I look for any task that has multiple vouchers or multiple tickets. Because what those tickets do is when you complete this task, it allows you to go into faction intel and open up additional tasks. So I'm looking for whatever will give me 2 tickets right off the bat. Now, the other thing is the spawn. When you're looking at your task, the higher the number of stars. So starting at 1, going up to, I've seen as many as 5 so far. And each one of those stars means there's an additional hero added to the task. So you want to get the highest star rating that you can, and you want to use spawn to cycle through and get a higher star task. If you could get 3 stars, great. But also bear in mind that these heroes, you need maxed out heroes to get maximum points. And that's what these are. 200 points for this task. 200 points go up into here to affect the level of that specific crest. So with that being said, pick the crest that best suits your heroes. Because if you can see, I can't even click in right now because I have zero chances or 0 tasks left because everyone's already assigned. So I've got 1 assigned there, 1 assigned here. All of them have already been done. I've opened up all these tasks. You can go into each individual crest. Now, this faction relations or these faction missions are what establish your merit. Merit is important because it's a part of the season rewards. Now, merit also comes from your ability to kill troops on the battlefield or in the Eden map. So you will have a chance to earn merit that way, but the faction missions are where a majority of your merit progress happens outside of combat. All right, now inside the seasonal rewards, you have the province, which is all about occupational, taking occupational values, whoever ranks the highest. You have the guild, which the guild is specifically about how well your guild can take occupations or structures. You have personal merit, and this is where the balance of combat and your faction missions come together. And then you have your personal achievement, which is basically following your ROC Reign of Chaos tasks. You want to get at minimum, get to 10,000 for your personal achievement. And I have found that's getting to level 14 tiles, and you're pretty much guaranteed to get your 10K. Now, to get to 15K, you want to try and strive to get level 15 tiles or even level 16 tiles. That gets you up there high enough into your influence and the number of tiles that you need to really get to the 15K. All right. You can click on the section, the icon nearest your section on this little map right here, and it will take you into the province info. And here you also see the guild rankings within the province territory. Right now, 34T or 34T is the highest combat rated guild. Then we have Roan, UUN, all the way down to UTV, which is us. We're not doing so great in our power rankings, but we have a good crew and we should have a lot of fun this season. So we want to try and move within our east sector, and we want to ally with our eastern sectors, other guilds, to try and make us as strong as possible. Merger is very possible because, like I said, we don't have a huge amount of strength, and I think participation is going to be a concern. So I am definitely courting merger possibilities with other alliances or other guilds. You can see the power ranking for the lords. Eden, as far as when merit kicks in, Eden is a balance between individual growth, which is, influence, tile taking, developing your resources, upgrading your buildings, as well as combat. And combat comes at a cost of troops. So the higher your troop levels, like T9s, going with your calves, going with your cavalry is very important for battles inside of Eden. They are the ones that give you the best kill and withstand the death the best. Archers easily die. Footmen don't do a lot of killing. So that's where cavalry really starts to do better in the merit system. Obviously, territories is the same. Honor structures is the same. Specialization is the same as previous Edens. The biggest thing, like I said before, is the merit. That's the newest portion. And this whole Kingdom Wars, the whole method and strategy, it's rather new. It seems to be this is a beta for us to try. And I'll give feedback as I go through this season on anything that I've learned and how best to progress in this Kingdom Wars. All right, guys, like I said, down and dirty. Welcome to S4. If you have any questions, let me know. Jay, the GXP, I'm out.